What is a constant in Java? So constant is something that it will never be changed. It will be assigned with a value that will never be changed. So in order to do that, we're gonna be using a final keyword. The final keyword here is the main point here. Why? Because the keyword final means where the value we're gonna be assigning the first time is gonna be the last time. So you're gonna be assigning value just once. And to give you an example here, I'm gonna create a new final string, let's say name, and this name is gonna be, let's say, Steven. So if we try to assign this name in any different method here, like do something, and if we try to rename this name to be, like, let's say Gerard. So if we try this, it will tell us, hey, you cannot assign a value to a final variable because this is in fact a final, so it does not change after it gets assigned with some value. So what happens if we really like don't care about this and made it here so it be assigned here? Since it is like a method and we need to create an object, we need to assign this object in the constructor scope. So the constructor scope is gonna be, see, public. This is the class that we have, and we need now to assign this name within the constructor scope, so it makes sure that this object will always have some kind of value. Let's say Steven here. And if you notice that even we're assigning here normally, but here we have compilation error because we can't really reassign. So this is like the keyword final, and in terms of immutability of a variable. But if we're gonna be speaking about constants, pure constants, like you want to assign some kind of constant value that you will never be changing, it will be assigned and anyone can access it from anywhere. For example, you have some utility file here and or constant, let's call it constants, and this is basically the constants we're gonna be saving. So we have some convention here. We usually say like the access modifier that you have, usually public, and we gonna make it static because it's gonna be one singleton and it will not be needing any object to be accessed. And we're gonna make it final because we don't really want to reassign it anywhere. And the name of the type of the variable, so I'm gonna say string, and now I want to give it like a variable name. And when we're talking about constant, we need to make it constant name as uppercase here. So now we have our constant name and we need to give it some kind of value. This is the value of your constant here. You can actually have like also uppercase, but it's up to you, to be honest. But basically the variable name itself, it must be constant, or uppercase. And if you want to add anything, you need to add like another word. You need to add another underscore and this word. For example, name, let's say here, and first name, for example, like this one. So this is how you can define constants, and now you can access it anywhere you want. For example, in this main, you can say constants dot constant first name, and this is your value. Of course, you can't really assign it to anything, but you can access it, of course. So this is a constant first name, and this constant first name you can assign it anywhere if you want, of course, because it's not a constant. This one is a constant. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this content so far.